heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Hey everybody, Lady Cheryl here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to take you around the food forest and show you what I'm growing in my containers as well as my garden beds during the fall and winter. And I'm wearing this mask because I have allergies, guys, you know that, and it's too much pollen and everything else in the air. Okay, let's get started. Hey guys, it's 45 degrees outside, very windy. I took the cover off of these beets and they're growing a nice size, as you can see there. And the cylinder beets over here are growing well. Don't come outside, Bria. Put your coat on and stand by the door. And these are not growing as fast, but I'm gonna let them get a little cold air and spray them with a little neem oil. And I think I'm just gonna leave them uncovered. Temps are supposed to be around 65 degrees tomorrow. And it's very windy, as you can see by the leaves moving a little. Next, I'm gonna take the covers off of these two beds here and let them get a lot of fresh air and see what happens. Hey everybody, it is Friday and it is currently 61 degrees outside. The covers are going off. Okay. Bria wants to say hi. You gonna say anything?
Hi.
Okay, now, guys, you can see that everything is growing beautifully under this first netting. And as soon as I took the netting off, a bee came over to pollinate the society garlic, but it moved on. Well, let me show something to you. Look right here. Look how big that turnip is. I could cook that now. Look at the turnip over here. Wow. They are so beautiful. And remember, everything in here, in this bed and the next one I'm going to show you, was all grown from seeds. Look at them. I'm going closer so you can see it. Look at the beautiful red Japanese mustard greens. They are just gorgeous. And they were starting to get too close to the netting. All of these crops, the collards, two types of mustards, the turnips, society garlic, and see that kale right there, the dwarf curly kale. All of it can take a frost. The only thing in this bed that won't survive, what is it, Bria?
Look at the flowers.
Okay, she wants you to see the flowers and the bees are all over it. Thank you, Bria. But when I'm talking next time, don't say anything, okay?
Okay.
So everything will survive except the marigolds. Now, these plants are strong enough and mature enough for me to spray the neem oil and dish soap on them. And I'm not going to put the netting back on because you just never know when we're going to have a frost. And I don't want to have to be going back and forth taking it off. It's time consuming and it's kind of strenuous on my back, so I'm gonna minimize that again. And I don't think I ever showed you guys when David put my new gazebo up. It's right over there. I just need to clean up, and that bamboo that's surrounding the water catchment system, and you prop that back up because we had high winds. And you can see my yellow beets and red beets in these 2 containers with spinach in that one and this one and radishes. Okay, but this is so beautiful. I am so pleased. I'm going to spray my insect repellent on it and let them just enjoy the beauty of God's fresh air and sunshine. More kale hiding through here because I had to, you know, cover it up. The society garlic is leaning all in on it. But the society garlic, if you're new to my channel, repels insects. In the next week, we're going to have temps in the low 70s, upper 60s with mild nights, about 40, maybe 50. A few days, maybe 39 degrees. We've got a lot of white flies around here, so I've got to keep the insect spray on here. I will mist them lightly every other day. And I'm not worrying about the white flies. I'm going to take care of them once all of the leaves shed from the trees all around the food floors. And let me show you, the bees are still swarming this zinnia here. And here's the rainbow shard that's been there a year. And we have some more shard right here. And strawberries, purslane that has more omega-3 in it than tuna and salmon. Beautiful. We may get another, depends on if we get a good week or 2 of warmer weather, we can get another harvest of strawberries. Okay, Bria, move back, sweetie. Move back. Now, Bria, we're going to take the cover off of this one. And this bed has a bee already in there because I had to remove some of these clips to use on the greenhouse. Guys, this is what Bria wanted you to see close up. See the bees? I mean, they are going to town. There's one right there. There's one right there. Let me show you.
Go away.
There's one up there. Don't make them go away. I told you the bees need this pollen. They take it back to their hives. We don't want them to go away.
Smell that flower.
Yeah, the smell's delicious. And we even have some coming over here. And that's what's so beautiful about the zinnia. All of these flowers is from one little seed that dropped in this potty mix when we transplanted these 2 cherry trees. Which is absolutely beautiful. Cherry trees, as I told you guys in another video, are the first leaves to drop. Cherry trees and the Gala apple tree. Oh, isn't that precious? Okay, so let's move this off, Bria. Let's move this off. Take it to the back door. Let it dry out. Okay, stop it. We got one clip right here. Okay, go ahead and pull it. Put it on the table by the back door. So now we will have all of the... Just drag it, Bria. She's so dramatic, just like her mother and me. So yeah, we had some free space right over here where I was going to put cabbage. Everything in it, just drag it, baby. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let me stop. It's a clip right here. I'm sorry, Bria. Hold on. It's a clip. Yeah, that's okay about the clips in it. I'll take them out. But I need to get this clip right here. Okay, now you can drag it. Good job. And I had that little area right over in there that I was going to put cabbage. Couldn't find any nice cabbage starts. But I did pick up about 2 weeks ago. I picked up some rainbow shard bright lights. Different companies call it different things. And I have them. And I never did get around to... it doesn't matter. The bee doesn't want me. It wants the pollen. See there? One right there.
I see one.
One right there.
That's the biggest one in the mall.
That right there is the biggest one? They don't want us. They just want the pollen.
come around me.
There aren't a lot of flowers in most folks' yard around this time of year. But they know that
Please, come around
Lady
me.
Cheryl is going to have some flowers. Okay? Now,
Please come around.
they're going to eventually come around and look, Bria, look at that little lizard. We like that. See it?
Yes.
We like the little lizards
It's cute.
because they kill and eat little bugs that we don't need. So, yeah, so we have some marigolds in this garden bed, and we see our society garlic is flowering, and we've got turnips down there. Now this bed was planted a couple of weeks, 2 weeks after that bed over there was planted, and I am going to, it won't bother you, sweetie. Come on, come here. I'll put it in my lap. It won't bother you. I got you.
I'm looking at
And so this bed is not as, the plants are not as mature as that bed over there. So now let me go get those starts that I bought of Swiss chard and plant them. So here are the Swiss chards that I bought a couple weeks ago. Never got them planted because I wanted to wait until I took the barrier off, the insect barrier off. And the garlic will now stand up. This is a no, Mexican petunia. And I don't want that to grow in here. And I think I'll just wait until tomorrow morning because Bria got a little bit more work to do. And I'll plant these tomorrow and show you. Okay, and if I have any free space over here, like I do have some right over here. Now, because I have that greenhouse over there, it's 20 feet long, 10 feet wide, 7 feet high in the center, I don't cover up my beds. I used to put the plastic on the hoop houses, but I don't do that anymore. Everything I'm planting can take a light frost or a heavy frost or a light freeze. Okay, I'll come back and show you more tomorrow. Early. And I'm going to pull up this Mexican petunia. We don't want that here. And I'm gonna plant some of this Swiss chard in this vacant area. And I have my little shovel. I'm just gonna dig some holes so it'll be easy for me to transplant them. And I'm gonna put a few in the other raised garden bed as well. So we'll put some right here. Let's get a nice orange one out of here and just put it down. Cover it up. Press down. And let's take this beautiful multicolored one. I can squeeze it out. Cool. And I'm just gonna put it about right here. I always use a shovel, but I end up using my hands because I like to feel the soil. And then we'll put one right here. Let's see if I can get this one out. Press down. I guess I could put one more right here. And let me get this red one. Tear that up. Drop it in. And there we go. And I can put one right here. My grandkids broke my tripod, so that's why I'm doing it like this. I'll put 2 of them over there, then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so that's gonna fill in nicely, right in there. And I'll get some rainwater and water them in. Okay, now let's move on to the other bed. We can put a couple of the Swiss chard right in there. And I think that's about it. But really, that those turnips are gonna come up quickly. So I might put one down there and one over here where there's another big turnip. I'll show it to you. I made a hole right there and put a Swiss chard close, because that's gonna come up soon. Okay. And let me find another spot. 3 turnips. And that's Mexican petunia. I'm gonna dig a hole and put 2 holes actually right here, because these will be coming up soon. So here's my little seedling transplant. And then there's one right here. And we'll just fill them up. I hope I got that on camera. One, 2. Okay, so that's it for this garden bed. I have a few more seedlings. Let's see, let me find a spot. 3 containers. I shared them with you earlier. We have some golden beets, and maybe a red one here, and some spinach, radish, beets, cylinder beets. And then we have some beets over here and some more noble spinach. Here's a nice spot right in here to put 2 Swiss chard that's growing right there. So I'm gonna take those 2 and plant them, and you know how to do it. Gotta buy another tripod. Okay, but that happens when you have grandchildren. So I'm gonna put these 2 in here and I'll be back. So we have those 2 in nicely. Move back out some. And I'm gonna go ahead and thin some of the radish out here. Do it. I'll put this in the compost. Okay. All right. So I showed you these 3 containers, and I shared 2 garden beds with you. Oh, previously I shared with you those 3 containers back there. And then we have 3 over there on those 2 sawhorses. I'm gonna go closer and show it. 3 containers, we're just growing strawberries, Chandler strawberries, and another Mexican petunia we don't want. We'll put that in the compost. And a little purslane coming up, we're gonna let that grow. Here's another big Mexican petunia. We don't want that. The seeds are so tiny and the wind and the birds scatter them. I may plant some more strawberries in here. After your strawberries grow and produce, after about 3 or 4 years, the crowns start to die off. And that's what's happening in some of these containers. So these look pretty good. Over here looks pretty good, but I probably will order some more Chandler strawberries. They grow well for me in this area. And replenish this before it gets too cold. There's some weeds. And we'll put that in the compost. Okay, so I've shown you 9 of these containers. I actually have 12. I'm not using some of them right now. 3 of them I'm not using, but I probably will. Let's put this down here and I'll walk around and collect my stuff that I put in the compost. I gotta get this pepper plant inside. I'll do that next week. Should have moved it already. It's suffering a little bit because of the cold, but I think we'll still get more fruit. Yeah, I need help. That 17-gallon pot is too heavy. I already showed you this pepper plant. I wasn't worried about it because the lowest temperature was 38 degrees. And between the banana plants and this brick wall over here to act as a windbreak. I wasn't worried about it as long as the temperatures didn't drop to freezing. But I need help because this is a 17-gallon container. I need help to get that in the greenhouse. And then I'm going to show you the other one that I think I can move by myself. Now, the one in the 17-gallon container, that'll be 5 years old in January. And this one will be 2 years old in January. And I wasn't worried about it, again, because it's close to the house, the water catchment system, so it would get a break from the wind. This I can move into the greenhouse by myself. I'll do that in a few minutes. But anyway, I think that's all I want to show you today, and I'll share some more stuff with you in a few days.
The end.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye now.